Hi everyone, this is Life Coach Hope coming to you from Austin, Texas, and I'm delivering Golden Nugget number 14, I believe. This is called Unlimited Thought. So I went through a life coaching school called IPEC, and it was an amazing experience. And one of the things that they taught us to teach, or to share with our clients rather, is this concept of what the big four energy blocks are. Everybody deals with energy blocks. Or blocks in life. You know, you might feel, I've got an itchy nose, you might feel stifled, stuck, you can't move, you're in a rut. And everybody goes through that. Everyone feels it. Everyone sort of gets stuck in their own thinking. They get stuck in a situation. They get stuck. So as a coach and learning to be a coach, we are taught how to help people move out of their blocks, move past their blocks rather. I really have an itchy nose. What is the body language on the itchy nose? I got to find out. Anyway, so maybe somebody's smelling about me. I don't know. Okay, so they teach us that there are four energy blocks, and those energy blocks are, the first one is your inner critic. It's that voice that's like talking negatively to you. The second one is assumptions. When we make assumptions, you know what they say. When we make assumptions, we make a blank out of you and me. Assumptions really, you know, when we look at our life experience and we assume that we know the answer, we assume that things are the way they are, many times we are completely wrong. That is why there's that joke about assumptions, because we're not often all that right. Sometimes we are, but that's not the point. The point is assumptions lock us into a belief set, all right? And then we've got, you know, our inner critic, who also is locking us into a belief set. So then the third one is called interpretations. And interpretations are, and you might say, well, that's how I get about in the world. I interpret whether this is good or bad. It's a preference. Well, the thing about interpretations is that we are also, like assumptions, limited by our own purview. In other words, an interpretation, I'm going to interpret something only from my brain, from my experience of life, which is really myopic. I mean, incredibly myopic. Myopic being only one perspective, which is me. And granted, I've had this life and I have all this whatever, but I'm going to interpret the events that I see outside me only through one lens, mine. So when we interpret and use interpretations of life events, we're generally limiting ourselves because we're only using one view. So the idea is to let go of having to interpret it strictly from our own point of view. And that's where perspective comes in, you know, getting other people's perspectives, learning how to create multiple perspectives for ourselves. So one of the things I do with clients in some of the work is we'll take something that was a limited belief, we'll take something that was a negative belief, and we'll look at it from different perspectives. Well, you know, what would your friend say? What would your mom say? What would the divine say? What would your most empowered self say? What would your 80-year-old self say? And just open up that perspective so that person is not limited to only seeing through their own eyes. They can consider there are other possibilities. Okay, so, and then the last energy block that they taught us at IPEC is limited beliefs, limited thinking. And this one really is the kicker for me and working with my clients. And I'll tell you something, if you don't get anything else out of listening to my videos or working with me as a client, this is the one that will rock your world. Now, I'm going to draw a picture. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. And all it is a line. I'm just going to put a line down, and we have limited, and we have unlimited. Okay. So, here's the line. Let's see if you can see it. Limited and unlimited. All right? One side or the other side. And all I mean by that is that most of us live in the world of limited thought. Limited thought are things like I can't, I shouldn't, or I should. Oh, shoulding on yourself is not good at all. Thank you, Carrie Bradshaw. You know, it's hard, it's difficult, it's going to be hard. I never was able to do it before, so I can't do it now. I don't know how. I'm afraid nobody's going to let me. I'm not young enough. I'm not old enough. I'm not this enough. Blah, 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 blah. All of these, those are all really limiting beliefs. Okay, so remember that line that I drew? If you could move your thinking from limited beliefs of I can't, I shouldn't, it won't work, all of that negative stuff, to the other side, and the other side is the world of unlimited belief. The world of what if. The world of I don't know, but let's see how we can do it. The world of everything's possible. If you could start feeding your brain with those things, your life is going to feel completely different. Because the world of I can't, assumptions, interpretations, that negative inner critic that you've got going on, man, talk about bindings, talk about a box, being stuck in a box. And it's all thought, right? One of the greatest ways, one of the easiest ways to get out of that box is to move across the line into the world of unlimited thinking. What happens in the world of unlimited thinking? Who knows? Anything can happen. I can hear you right now going, well, not anything. Yes, anything can happen. It takes practice. It takes practice to think like that. But it is one of the most freeing things I've ever experienced. And one of the most freeing things I've ever seen my clients, you know, it opens them up to possibility. And possibility is this amazing place to live and to swim in. I mean, there's so much possibility for each of us, and we limit ourselves by living in those boxes. So that is your golden nugget today. If you can move your way into unlimited thinking, you're going to free yourself. It is going to feel like a whole new life, a whole new world. If you want more information on that, or if you'd like to work with me as a coach so we can break down some of your blocks, break through your blocks, work with you on limited and unlimited thinking, look at my website at www.lifecoachhope.com. I'm so happy to talk to you about life coaching. It is an amazing thing that I went through. I worked with a life coach a couple years ago, and it changed my life so much I became one. So I'm just enjoy when I am coaching people, and I would love to work with you. Anyway, have a great afternoon, and look at your limiting thoughts and work toward moving into the world of unlimited thought. It's an exciting, exciting place. Have a great day and shine your light. Bye.